What's up, y'all? Coming through? How y'all doing? Coming with another Domo Smarty Pants adventure. But anyways, I had a topic request in my Facebook inbox from a young lady wanting me to basically talk about some steps to first dates and, how you should dress and how you should act and just what to expect and all that in the third and kind of ideal dating situations. Now, a dating situation is different for everybody because everybody is different. What your last girlfriend liked, your new girlfriend might not. What your last boyfriend was into, the new one might not be into. So I'm just going to give you some basic steps that I feel are important when it comes to a first date or just some general dating situations. So with that being said, enjoy the rest of this video, press thumbs up and like if you enjoy, and feel free to share it on your Facebook wall or your downlink, anything like that, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed.
Don't trust your feelings. How will I know? Ooh. How will I know? Love can be deceiving. How will I know? How will I know?
Alright, so basic step number 1, hygiene. If you were going on a date, you should be caring about how you look and how you smell and everything in the sort. I know some people are like, well, if they don't like me as this, they don't deserve me as that. No. I don't want a date who shows up and smells like whatever she cooked last week. I don't want to be, chilling next to a girl where her hair smells like smoke or where her hair's not even done. So I'm not saying you have to go over the fucking top, but, femmes, ladies, wash your hair, do your hair however you want to do it. If you wear makeup, do your makeup. If you don't, that's cool too. I love girls who don't do makeup. Brush your teeth. Brush your fucking teeth. Brush your fucking teeth. Put on some deodorant. Make sure you get your clean drawers on, everything like that. Make sure you are smelling and looking and feeling good. Now for my studs and my guys and my more dominant people, same goes for you. I know so many studs that roll out of bed and don't even do their hair. All they do is brush it or whatever. Wash your fucking hair, brush it. Even if you're just going to put it in a ponytail, at least it'll smell nice, look clean. I don't like greasy, nasty, flaky. Really? No. Cologne, deodorant, whatever you do. Brush your teeth, like I said, both for, if your lips are looking kind of chapped, get your chapstick on, get your whatever on. Basic general normal person hygiene. You don't want to, how would you feel if somebody showed up on a date reeking like some other shit, smelt nasty? You wouldn't even want to be near them, so why the hell would you do that to somebody else? It's just common courtesy and practice, good hygiene practices to take a fucking shower and wash your ass and do everything else before you go on a date. That's just fucking common sense.
If he really loves me, I say a prayer with every heartbeat. I fall in love whenever we meet.
Basic tip number 2, clothing. Now, to my ladies, I personally suggest don't doing anything too slutty or too over the top for a first date or, for the first couple of dates. Plus, you also want to dress for the attire. Don't wear your littlest, shortest skirt and your, lowest cut top if y'all are going to the movies. That'll just give them the wrong idea. You want to present yourself as somebody who needs to be earned, yet you're interested. You don't, oh shit, here are my titties, here's my ass, everything's popping out, everything's here, there, and the third. Plus, you don't want to be dressing like you're going to the club if they're just taking you to Applebee's in the movies or some shit. You'll just look like, okay, that bitch is overdressed. And then for my fellas and my studs and whatever, same basic concept. You guys can't really dress slutty, but dress appropriately. Don't wear your holiest shirt that looks like it's got stains from whatever in the fucking third. Wear something clean, wear something nice, not ratty looking, just dress nice. I'm not saying you gotta go all out, suit and a tie and whatever, because I'd be doing the most. But dress nice, dress appropriately, dress to kind of impress your person. I can get done up. This isn't how you normally see me. Say you guys go to school together, or you maybe work together or whatever. This is not how you normally see me. But, it's still me. It's not fake or anything. So.
This love is strong. Why do I feel weak? Oh, wake me. I'm shaking.
Dating tip number 3, where to go. Now, I always suggest that you do something that's going to be a little fun for both of you, but also personal. Like, I'm the type of person, I'd go to an amusement park for a date, or go paintballing, or, maybe we go to the beach, or, I try and keep it interesting and not do the same old thing they always do. But if you're really nervous, or you guys, this is just like, you just met, a week ago, and you just kind of want to go out and break the ice and see what happens, or maybe you don't have a whole lot of money to spend, or maybe you can't drive, so it's got to be something your mom can drop you off at, stuff like that. And you can use the classic standbys of, like, going out to dinner and a movie, or, just walking around the mall and seeing a movie, something like that, like something very simple. Either way, you want to make the date a personal experience, so it doesn't always matter where you go. But, like I said, so you want to I always suggest planning it so you have some strategic extra time. And what I mean by that is, and you have to kind of change the situation to fit the situation that you're in, but, say you guys are going to go to dinner and a movie. So then I plan some strategic time so that you guys have a little bit of time before dinner. You go pick her up, and then you go to wherever her favorite restaurant or something that she likes to eat. And that's why I say you got to pay attention to your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whoever you're going out with, is to pay attention to the things they like. Hopefully you guys will have already talked about this. Like, hey, you want to go on a date? We can go to the Olive Garden and, go see that new Jim Carrey movie that just came out. Whatever. I don't really suggest surprise dates where you plan everything and don't tell them anything, because unless you know your partner or whoever you're asking out impeccably well, you could potentially fuck up the whole situation by doing a surprise. You can do little surprises along the way, though. I'm not ruling out that. Like, you can surprise them with roses. Big fucking thing a lot of people seem to forget these days is roses and having some class. Get them a little teddy bear. I mean, I'm not saying if this is your first date, go all out, whatever, but maybe if you guys have been talking, for a month and this is your first official date, get her a single rose. Or if maybe this is, your 7th date and you want to ask her out at the end of the night, get her a little teddy bear. I'm just saying, keep in mind what your goal is. Do you want to be this person's girlfriend or boyfriend? Or is this just a date to kind of test the field and see what kind of chemistry y'all have? That's what you kind of want to decide when you plan your date. If it's just a cool kick-it date, you could just say, hey, you want to go to a party at my homeboy's house? If it's something a little more important, that's when you make it a little more personal. But, so as I digress, getting back to the personal time, you get the time to drive to the restaurant. So you get a little time to listen to music and chat a little bit. Oh, how was your day? Like, how was your week? Da, 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 da. You get to the restaurant. Now you can pick the more, intimate, it's just us candlelight type of thing. Or you can pick something that's a little more outgoing. It's kind of like Olive Garden or Buca di Beppo compared to, like, Fridays or Applebee's or something like that. You got something that's a little more lively, and then you got something that's a little more one-on-one. So that gives you time to talk there in between your meals and stuff like that. Maybe order an appetizer so you guys have something to kind of work towards. And then, if you got a theater nearby, then you get that little drive time in between. And then if you plan the movie strategically to right after you get after dinner, we'll go to dinner at 6 o'clock, movie starts at 7:30, bam, we can be right there. So if you want a little extra time, you'd be like, oh, well, let's catch the one at 8 o'clock. Walk around a little bit, maybe outside or something, just talking, or, whatever. Or you can, hey, boom, 7:30, straight into the theater if you're feeling a little nervous. And then if you got a movie, you can strategically pick that as well. Pick something that you both might enjoy, or you can do the old standby. If you're asking a girl out and she doesn't like, if she pick a scary movie so she'll hold on to you in the middle of the movie, or pick a romantic comedy, she could be like, oh, that'll be me and you in a couple of months. Like, you kind of want to think these things out. Or, I don't suggest flying by the seat of your pants and just, let's do whatever. But at the same time, whatever works for you. This is just kind of my own opinion and my advice. And then my next suggestion within that same field of where to go and stuff like that, please be punctual. Please keep your appointments and your dates and stuff like that. Like, what I mean is, if you guys make plans, hey, babe, do you want to go out for a date next Saturday? I'll pick you up around 5 o'clock. So that means that then Saturday, 1, 2, 3, whatever, hopefully you've already talked about it earlier in the week or, whatever, like, oh, are we still on for Saturday? But make sure your plans are still on. And then, girls and guys and studs, whoever, whatever, you need to be on your shit. If you are a girl that you take 2.5 hours to get ready for anything, well then damn bitch, you need to start getting ready at like 2 something so you will be ready by 5 o'clock when your girl is ready to come pick you up. Dudes, if you got 15 errands to run, and, but you gotta get to this date at 6 o'clock, well then you might want to get your ass out of bed at 12 and run your motherfucking errands so you can get that shit done. Punctuality is key. I don't know how many times I've had a date where I've been kept waiting because, oh, I'm not ready yet, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous, I don't know what to wear. It's an immediate turnoff, and at the same time it's very frustrating, so that by the time we do get to the date, I'm already kind of irritated because this bitch already kept me waiting. And in 9 times out of 10, you're panicking for nothing, and you end up wearing something that I'm like, that's what took you so long? So, keep your punctuality. It's better to show up and be nervous in a wreck and tell them, like, oh my gosh, I don't even look cute right now. I just kind of threw this on because I didn't know what to wear, and I was so nervous. I find that cute, because I've had girls tell me that they're like, oh my god, I was so nervous. I look like a wreck. I'm like, no, you look beautiful, and at the same time, it shows me that you're just as nervous as I am. And that's something that we can talk about and bond on, versus the bitch that kept me waiting for an extra hour to get looking like nothing special, which cut an hour off our date time that we could have spent together. So that kind of shows me where your priorities are, type of thing. Oh, and then the one last thing when it comes to where you should go, make sure you check on your stuff, at least maybe right before you go on the date, or if you're at the restaurant or something like that. If you're going to a movie, check to make sure the movie's time is still available, or if you want to buy tickets in advance, that's even better. If you have a reservation to your restaurant, like I said, depending on where you go, check on it, just to make sure everything is planned. Because it goes along with punctuality, is you want to make sure your plans are going to fall into place, not like you get to the restaurant and they're booked, and then you got to go somewhere else, or you get to the movie and they're out, and all you get to see is like Winnie the Pooh or some shit,
It's really love.